Dear students, I am going to talk on hydrogenation in alkenes. You know that alkene is a hydrocarbon which contains carbon-carbon double bond. When addition of hydrogen takes place on carbon-carbon double bond, we call it hydrogenation. So what is hydrogenation? Hydrogenation is addition of dihydrogen in presence of a catalyst. Since hydrogenation is taking place in presence of a catalyst, therefore it is called as catalytic hydrogenation. So let us start with hydrogenation in alkenes. Chapter alkene, this is 10th part of the alkene. Addition of dihydrogen on carbon-carbon double bond in presence of catalyst is called catalytic hydrogenation. So what is hydrogenation? Hydrogenation is addition of dihydrogen on carbon-carbon double bond. When addition of hydrogen takes place, large amount of heat energy is evolved, which we called heat of hydrogenation. So we can say that hydrogenation is an exothermic reaction. Hydrogenation is an exothermic reaction. Say it is alkene. Hydrogen is going to add over carbon-carbon double bond. In presence of nickel, platinum or palladium catalyst, we get alkane as the product, in which two new sigma bonds are formed. Two new sigma bonds are formed. This is new sigma bond, this is new sigma bond. Product is alkene, which is accompanied by liberation of heat energy, which we called heat of hydrogenation, denoted by delta H. So delta H comes from where? This is very important question. Heat comes from where? Which gives the heat? Now see here, this is alkene, pi bond. It has pi bond, but this molecule has no pi bond. It means product alkene is more stable than the alkene. It means alkene has higher energy than the alkene. So difference of energy between alkene and the alkane comes out in the form of heat of hydrogenation, which is represented by delta H. The next point is different alkenes have different amount of heat of hydrogenation. So heat of hydrogenation depends on the stability of alkenes. A more stable alkene evolves less amount of heat of hydrogenation. Secondly, less stable alkene evolves more amount of heat of hydrogenation. So heat of hydrogenation delta H depends on the stability of alkenes. If alkene is more stable, the delta H is low. When alkene is less stable, delta H is high. So heat of energy depends on the stability of the alkene molecules. Now question is, what is heat of hydrogenation? Define heat of hydrogenation. The amount of heat evolved when a mole of hydrogen adds to an unsaturated molecule. The amount of heat evolved when a molecule of hydrogen adds to an unsaturated molecule is called heat of hydrogenation. This is definition of heat of hydrogenation. Now see with examples. For example, the first member of alkene is ethylene. When it adds to hydrogen in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium gives CH3 ethane, and delta H is 32.6 kilocalorie. Ethene, when adds dihydrogen in presence of catalyst, produces ethane with liberation of delta H, which is 32.6 kilocalorie. Since it is exothermic reaction, so a negative sign is mentioned before the digits. So delta H is minus 32.6 kilocalorie means energy is evolving. Energy is evolving. It is the exothermic reaction. Second example, if we take CH2, nickel, platinum or palladium, product is butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is one butene. Its delta H is minus 30.1 kilocalorie per mole. Third example is cis-2-butene. Cis-2-butene in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium, product is same, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, but its delta H is different. It is 28.6 kilocalorie. One more example, CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3, this is trans-2-butene, H2 gives you the same product. Delta H is in this case lesser, 27.6 kilocalorie. This is nickel, platinum or palladium. So these are the four alkenes undergoing hydrogenation. This is data of heat of hydrogenation. This is alkene. Now see the stability difference. This least stable alkene is ethene or ethylene. It has highest heat of hydrogenation 32.6 kilocalorie. It means a less stable alkene has high value of heat of hydrogenation. Similarly, you look here, this is 1-butene. It is more stable than ethylene, so it has less amount of heat of hydrogenation. In case of cis 2-butene is more stable than 1-butene, so it has low value of heat of hydrogenation, which is 28.6 kilocalorie. And trans-butene is more stable than cis, so it has 27.6 kilocalorie. So this data clearly indicates that more is the stability of alkene, less is the heat of hydrogenation. This observation suggests that of heat of hydrogenation suggests that more is the stability of alkene, more is the stability of alkene, less is the value of heat of hydrogenation. Heat of hydrogenation. More is the stability of alkene, less is the value of heat of hydrogenation. Students should not confuse with the negative sign. Students should not confuse with this negative sign. It is only to show the reaction taking place is exothermic. It means heat is going out from the system, exothermic in nature. Secondly, next point is role of catalyst. What is role of catalyst? Role of catalyst. There are two things. If catalyst is absent, then reaction takes place at high temperature. If catalyst is present in the reaction takes place at the low temperature. So if for your memory point of view, you should know that when catalyst is absent, reaction occurs or reaction takes place at high temperature that is higher energy of activation, EA is required. When catalyst is absent, reaction takes place at high temperature, that is higher energy of activation is required. But when catalyst is present, what happens? B. When catalyst is present, reaction takes place at low temperature. Reaction takes place at low temperature, that is low energy of activation, EA is required. The net conclusion is catalyst lowers down the heat of activation, energy of activation. In other words, we can say that, reaction takes place at low temperature. In presence of catalyst. The net conclusion is catalyst lowers down the energy of activation, or in other words, reaction takes place at low temperature in presence of catalyst. There is a graph to mention these points. We can make a graph for this purpose. So this is potential energy. This is reaction progress. So it is taking, suppose it is alkene, CH2, CS double bond CH2 plus H2. This is reactant. The reaction takes place like that. And in other case, the reaction takes place like that. This is the course of reaction. There is a product CH3. This is product. This represents the in absence of catalyst. This energy of activation is at this level, so it is EA, energy of activation. In second place, in presence of catalyst, energy of activation comes down. So this is the energy of activation, like that. So this graph clearly indicates that when catalyst is absent, energy of activation is high, or high temperature required for the addition reaction. In case when catalyst is absent, high temperature is required for reaction to be carried out. But in case when catalyst is present, the activation energy lowers down, that is to say low temperature is required for this addition reaction. So this is the representation, or this is the role of catalyst in addition reaction. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज नेचर ऑफ एडिशन क्या, व्हाट इज नेचर ऑफ एडिशन और स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री ऑफ एडिशन क्या है, स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री इसका क्या है, स्टीरियोकेमिस्ट्री ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन। As you know that metals or the catalyst, alkenes, most of the alkenes are generally, the primary alkenes are gases, higher ones are liquids, and even higher are the solids. So it is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. Addition is an example of, addition of H2 is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis means the reactant and the catalyst both are in different phases. It is called heterogeneous catalysis when the catalyst and this reactant are in different phases. So hydrogenation is a heterogeneous catalysis, example of heterogeneous catalysis. So both hydrogen atoms, both of the hydrogens, both of the H atoms add on the same side, same side of the carbon-carbon bond axis, C bond axis. So it is an example of syn addition reaction. So it is syn addition. When both hydrogens add on same site, it is called syn addition. So what is the stereochemistry of hydrogenation? It is the syn addition reaction. It is the stereochemistry of the hydrogenation is, it is the syn addition reaction. Thus, it is an example of syn addition reaction. Next point is, there are some problems in NCERT books. I want to discuss few of them. So NCERT problems, NCERT problems. The question is, give the structure of all alkenes which give 2-methylbutane on hydrogenation. This is question. Give the structure of all alkenes which give 2-methylbutane on hydrogenation. उन सभी अल्कीन्स का स्ट्रक्चर बताना है जिसके हाइड्रोजनेशन से 2-methylbutane बनता है। इसका उत्तर देने के लिए हाउ टू आंसर देने के लिए सबसे पहले ये करना पड़ेगा, राइट द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ 2-methylbutane. So CH3 CH CH2 CH3, this is 2-methylbutane. और जब हाइड्रोजनेशन होता है तो आपको पता है कि डबल बॉन्ड सिंगल बॉन्ड में बदलता है, डबल बॉन्ड सिंगल बॉन्ड में बदलता है। इसको सिंगल बॉन्ड को डबल बॉन्ड में बदला जा सकता है पहली बार, इसको भी दूसरी बार में डबल बॉन्ड में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, इसको भी तीसरी बार में डबल बॉन्ड में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। दिस बॉन्ड नंबर 1 is converted into double bond. In second case, this bond is converted into double bond, and third case, this bond is converted into the double bond. This bond and this bond both are identical sigma bond, so don't touch this bond. You can take any of them. So answer, how to write the answer? This CH3 CH3 CH, इसको डबल बॉन्ड में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो दोनों हाइड्रोजन यहाँ से निकल जाएंगे, प्रत्येक के दोनों हाइड्रोजन निकल जाएंगे, तो एक स्ट्रक्चर ये बनेगा। इसका नाम क्या हो जाएगा? 1 2 3 and 4. इट्स नेम इज 3 methyl butene 1, 3 methyl butene 1। सेकंड देखिए, यहाँ डबल बॉन्ड स्टेब्लिश कीजिए, इस हाइड्रोजन को हटाइए, यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन को हटाइए, CH3 डबल बॉन्ड CH3, इसका नाम हो जाएगा 1 2 3 4, 2 methyl 2 butene 2 methyl 2 butene। तीसरा में इस बॉन्ड को डबल बॉन्ड में कन्वर्ट कीजिए, यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन हटाइए, यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन हटाइए, तो ये हो जाएगा CH2 CH CH3 CH2 CH3। इसका नाम हो जाएगा 1 2 3 4, 2 methyl 1 butene 1 butene। अब जब कभी भी ब्यूटीन आता हो तो ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि क्या इसमें से कोई ब्यूटीन ऐसा बन रहा है जो सीसो ट्रांस शो कर सकता है। तो यहाँ पर इस अल्कीन में सीस ट्रांस नहीं बन सकता, इस अल्कीन में भी सीसो ट्रांस नहीं बन सकता क्योंकि दोनों सेम हैं। यहाँ भी सीसो ट्रांस नहीं बन सकता क्योंकि दोनों हाइड्रोजन सेम है। तो यही 3 अल्कीन्स हैं जिसके हाइड्रोजनेशन से ये मॉलिक्यूल बन सकता है 2 methyl ब्यूटेन, ये बन सकता है, यही इसका आंसर होगा। तो 2 methyl ब्यूटेन बनाने के लिए ये अल्कीन्स में से इससे भी बन सकता है, सेकंड से भी बन सकता है, थर्ड से भी बन सकता है। अब इसके कुछ स्टेटमेंट पूछे जाते हैं, हाइड्रोजनेशन के संदर्भ में कुछ स्टेटमेंट की प्रॉब्लम पूछी जाती है, वो मैं आपको नोट करा देता हूँ। एक क्वेश्चन इसका है, which of the following statement is incorrect? Next question is, which of the following statement is incorrect? इसका पहला ऑप्शन है फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज हाइड्रोजनेशन इज सिन एडिशन रिएक्शन। हाइड्रोजनेशन इज sin addition reaction। Second option, it is endothermic reaction, it means hydrogenation। Hydrogenation is sin addition reaction। Second option is hydrogenation is endothermic reaction। Third option is hydrogenation gives more stable product. Fourth option, catalyst used in hydrogenation. Catalyst used in hydrogenation lowers down the activation energy of reactant. Energy of reactant. ये 4 ऑप्शंस हैं. हाइड्रोजनेशन इज इन एडिशन रिएक्शन, पहला स्टेटमेंट है. दूसरा स्टेटमेंट है हाइड्रोजनेशन इज एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. तीसरा स्टेटमेंट है हाइड्रोजनेशन गिव्स मोर स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट. और चौथा है कैटलिस्ट यूज इन हाइड्रोजनेशन लोअर्स डाउन एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट. ये आउट ऑफ 4 ऑप्शंस विच ऑप्शन इज इनकरेक्ट. तो जैसा आपको मालूम है कि हाइड्रोजनेशन में दोनों हाइड्रोजन एटम एक ही साइड में ऐड होते हैं, ये इन एडिशन रिएक्शन है, ये सही है. हाइड्रोजनेशन इज एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन, ये रॉन्ग है, ये रॉन्ग है. दिस इज रॉन्ग, नॉट करेक्ट. और हाइड्रोजनेशन गिव्स मोर स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट. हाइड्रोजनेशन अल्कीन का होता है, अल्कीन के अंदर डबल बॉन्ड होता है, लेकिन जो प्रोडक्ट बनता है अल्केन होता है जिसमें सिंगल बॉन्ड होते हैं, सिग्मा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं, इसलिए मोर स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट होता है. ये इनकरेक्ट नहीं है. कैटलिस्ट हाइड्रोजनेशन में एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी को लोअर करते हैं, यह भी करेक्ट है. तो ये करेक्ट यह है, ये सभी ये करेक्ट 1, 3, 4 करेक्ट है. इनकरेक्ट जो है वो सेकेंड है. तो आंसर इसका क्या होगा? आंसर सेकेंड, आंसर 2. This is incorrect because hydrogenation is exothermic reaction. So this is sufficient matter for you about the hydrogenation. हम समरी फिर कर दे रहे हैं कि हाइड्रोजनेशन में डाई हाइड्रोजन का एडिशन होता है. यह एक एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन है. हाइड्रोजनेशन से मोर स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट बनता है. हाइड्रोजनेशन में जो हीट ऑफ निकलती है उसको हीट ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन कहते हैं. जो अल्कीन्स लेस स्टेबल होती हैं उनमें हीट ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन ज़्यादा होता है, जो मोर स्टेबल होती है उनका हीट ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन कम होता है. हाइड्रोजनेशन में जो कैटलिस्ट यूज किया जाता है वह कैटलिस्ट एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी को कम कर देते हैं, जिससे लो टेम्परेचर पर भी रिएक्शन हो जाता है. और सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो अब छूट गया था वो मैं बताता हूँ. व्हाट इज यूज ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन? यूज ऑफ हाइड्रोजनेशन, hydrogenation is the catalytic reduction, yeah, it is the catalytic hydrogenation. So use in industry, use in industry. What is used in industry? This is vanaspati oil, vanaspati oil. When it is catalytically hydrogenated in presence of nickel, changes into vanaspati ghee. Vanaspati ghee. This is important role in. This is the important role of hydrogenation in industry is conversion of vanaspati oil by catalytic hydrogenation into the Vanaspati ghee is importance in industry nowadays in India and abroad. Thank you very much.